art and teaching. She believes in the power of creativity to transform lives and is eager to bring this spirit into her work as a therapist. Sarah is passionate about imagination as a tool for healing. As she begins her clinical associateship, Sarah is dedicated to serving children and families with a focus on connection, resilience, and growth. She hopes to continue building spaces where creativity and compassion meet. Please welcome Sarah Harwood.
Yes, Sarah! Sarah! Woo. Greetings to our esteemed faculty and staff, to my dear colleagues and fellow graduates, and to our friends and family who have joined us today to celebrate this monumental moment in our journey. Today, we celebrate the culmination of years spent in pursuit of something deeper than just a degree. We came to Antioch to become agents of change, to educate ourselves, yes, but more than that, to step into the roles of clinicians, advocates, truth tellers, and healers in a world that is crying out for all of the above. I want to talk about silence.
Come on.
As I reflect on our time in this program, I am reminded of one of the first assignments we were tasked with in our first clinical skills class. We were to sit with our clients for 20 minutes as they spoke, but to do it silently. Not without response from our faces, bodies, and posture, but without opinion or interjection. We were getting comfortable with being silent, learning the power of allowing silence to be in the room and the surprising things people discover in it. I now understand that silence is not absence, but presence. That kind of silence is sacred. It's intentional. In the therapy room, silence can be a gift. But there's another kind of silence. Silence that happens outside the therapy room. The kind we keep when we witness harm and say nothing. The kind we maintain when injustice rages and we choose comfort over confrontation. That silence is not neutral. It's dangerous. It protects power and costs people their lives. At Antioch, we were taught not to confuse the two. Antioch gave us language and skills, yes. But more importantly, it demanded accountability. It has asked us to show up not as experts, but as people willing to be uncomfortable, to be wrong, to unlearn as much as we have learned, and to accept that even now there are things we don't know about how to be a therapist and will spend a lifetime seeking. We are fluent in silence. We have studied grief and trauma. We have practiced rupture and repair. We understand that healing is political. To bear witness is sacred. To listen, truly listen, is radical. But we are not only trained to stand witness to pain, we are called to name its sources. To trace trauma not just through families, but through policies, through histories, through systems designed to benefit some and break others. And in this political moment, when fear runs high and empathy is politicized, when facts are contested and power is increasingly consolidated, where human rights are being stripped in real time, the silence that allows a client to process deep grief can also be the silence that allows book bans, anti-trans legislation, and asylum seekers to be put in cages. I've often thought about the difference between listening and waiting, about how silence, when used intentionally, creates space, but when used fearfully, creates erasure. One heals, the other conceals. So let us be the kind of therapists who hold silence, but do not hide in it. Let us be quiet enough to hear what's unsaid and brave enough to say what needs to be said. Let us wield silence like a scalpel, not a shield. Because the world does not just need more therapists. It needs more truth tellers, more bridge builders, more people who understand that healing is not separate from justice, but essential to it. We are graduating into a world where mental health is finally becoming part of the larger conversation. But that conversation is happening against the backdrop of increased polarization and collective uncertainty. Our work begins not despite that reality, but because of it. So my fellow graduates, may we go forward with our hearts open and our spines strong. May our silence be deliberate and our listening a kind of devotion. But may we also be bold with our voices and continue the work that Antioch began in us, to live meaningful lives in the service of justice for all. Because to sit silently in the therapy room is a skill. To stay silent in this world is to surrender. And we will not surrender.
Right.